Welcome to Indicator Trader Boom and Crash. Indicator Traders Boom and Crash. On this channel, we talk about indicator related strategies, how to make use of profitable indicator strategies. So, we are still on the IBS strategy, which I talked about the trend direction of the market on my last video. And today, I'll be talking about the entry, which I call the EMA entry, because I mentioned the entry patterns I use on the IBS strategy, which is the EMA entry, the Bollinger Band entry, the price action entry, and the RSI entry. So today we'll be basing on the EMA 10 entry. The EMA 10 entry is one of the best entry I've seen, because if you watched a YouTube short video I made, I used that EMA 10 entry in making $50 on my small account while trading the currency market. If you watched it, you would have seen that I used it because someone was asking me if it works on a student of mine was asking if it works on the currency market. I tried using it, but I don't trade the currency market. I based on the crash and the boom market, which is the synthetic indices. So that is what I focus on. But if you know what you're doing in the market, you can apply these strategies on the currency market and it works perfectly for you. All you have to do is to make some little changes and understand how the market condition is on the strategy. Now let's head into the entry pattern I use with the EMA 10. Now, even the EMA 10, I use knowing the direction of the market. I use knowing the direction of the market. Now, how I use this knowing the direction of the market is on the higher time frame. I don't use it on the lower time frame. I use it on the higher time frame. The higher time frame of daily time frame, the 4 hours time frame, and the weekly time frame. This is a weekly time frame of the Crash 1000. If you look on my screen, you see that the market was trending below the EMA 10. That is the yellow indicator you're seeing there. The market was trending below the EMA 10. And if you remember what I said last time on my last video, I said this market moved in a kind of 3 phases, which 2 phases, but adding this EMA 10, you see that the market is in a kind of 3 phases while knowing the direction of the market. Now the pink indicator is the phase 1, and the blue indicator, which is the 90 EMA, is like the phase 2, and the yellow indicator is like the phase 3. So when the market is below the 3 of these indicators, I see the market as a deep downtrend. But when the market is below the 700 and above the 90 or the 10 indicator, I see the market as trend in a trend. Market is trending inside a trend, but the overall direction of the market is a downtrend. That is how I use these 2 indicators to know the direction of the market. So I use them like trend in a trend. When I want to see if the market is not that powerful for me to swing, I scalp the market. I mainly scalp the market. I love scalping the market a lot. I love scalping the market because that is how even the strategy I created, that is how it works perfectly. It works perfectly while scalping, because if you want to swing, I swing also, but there is a perfect condition I want the market, which does not constantly happen. So I just scalp and make a little profit as a day trader. Now, let me explain how I use the EMA 10 in taking entry. Now, this is the weekly time frame. Like I said before, that the market was trending below this indicator. The whole of this indicator here, the market was trending below these 3 indicators. Market was trending there. That is how I know when the market is on a deep downtrend. Even if I go to the daily time frame, I will see the same thing happening. You see, this is when I say the market is on a trend in a trend market condition. Market is in a trend, but the overall direction of the market when below the 700 is downtrend. market is in a downtrend, but the market is in a trend market condition. Now let's go in on how I use this EMA 10 in taking my entry. If you go up to the 1 hour time frame, whenever time you see the market crossed both the when the market goes across above the EMA 10, that is, the candle is above the EMA 10, I place my trade and see how the market moved. Even when it crosses below and it crosses over, I place another trade. I make profit. It crosses below and this take over. So when the market was this is crash 1000. Now if the market is in this kind of condition, this is where I say the market is in ranging format. So I don't trade the market. I just scalp this asset for now because the market is in a ranging form. Even the crash 500 as well of this period now is in a ranging format. This is what I made. This is the box I made because I know the market is now ranging, so I tend to leave the market. Now if you see what has been happening using the EMA 10, immediately the market crosses above the EMA 10, I tend to place trade, and you see how the market has been obeying these rules. I even used it on the currency market. That was the same pattern I used while placing trade on the currency market. I made $50 using my smaller account. So this is it as well. It happens here. Immediately the market crosses above the EMA 10, I tend to place trade. But before you do these things, you have to understand the direction of the market using the 4 hours. Where is the market? Is this in a trend or is in a deep trend? That is the question you have to ask yourself immediately you open your chart you want to trade. You have to check which direction is the market. Is it in a deep downtrend or is in a trend? I've told you what a trend in a trend is. When the market is below the 700 and is above the 90 and the 10, that is trend in a trend. This kind of condition here, this is trend in a trend 10. I've made profit using it by trading for some days now using this strategy because of crash 500 has been in a trend. I've been buying crash 500, except when it got to this point I knew that the market is in a ranging formation. And if you remember the last thing I said before, that whenever time the market gets to this EMA 10, EMA 700, which is the pink indicator, the EMA 700, the pink indicator, I will just stop whatever trade I'm trading. I will just leave the asset for now, because there is two things that will happen. Is either the market reversed or the market breaks out, and when the market breaks out, that is when I continue trading. But for now, I leave the market first, and that is what is happening here. That is what is going on in this zone. The market is either the market will return back. That is what I'm looking at. Crash 500 at this period is either the market will return back, because whatever time the market gets to the EMA 700, the market tends to return back. So whenever time I'm scalping, when I've scalped the market and the market have gotten to this pink indicator, I'll just stop my trading and leave the assets for now and see what is the next thing the market will, or the next move the market will make. Either the market will break out, which this one is like a false breakout, and return back. Like I said, you have to know the direction of the markets using the pink indicator, the blue indicator as well, to know the direction of the market, where the market is heading to. Now when you come down to the lower time frame, like the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes, or the 1 minute, depending on what you love trading with, but I love using the 5 minutes in trading the asset, and the 1 minute as well to trade my market, to make my entry. What you have to do is, at the lower time frame, you have to see the market as well trending upward. Now what I mean by you have to see the market trending upward as well is that if you head down to the higher time frame of the 4 hours, you can see here that the market is in a uptrend. You see, this crash 1000, the market is in the uptrend because the market is above the pink indicator I talked about. The pink indicator, market is above the pink indicator, is above the uh, blue indicator, and above the yellow indicator. You see that the market is also in a deep uptrend. Now, if I see this kind of condition, that the market have met all the criteria here, that the market is on uptrend, above the 700, above the 90, and also the 10, what I do is that I head down to the 5 minute time frame. Now, if you see that the market have met all the criteria, all you have to do is that you wait for a little retracement or a pullback. Now, when the market have pulled back, why you have to wait for a pullback is because you cannot enter at any point. If you enter at any point, placing your stop loss will be an issue, or you'll be having a big stop loss, which is not good for your account, especially for small equity. Now, all you have to do is wait for a pullback. After the pullback, just like this one here, a pullback. After a pullback, when the market have crossed above uh, the 10, which is an uptrend, you have to wait for the market to cross above the 10 indicator. Immediately it crosses above, you place your trade and place your stop loss below uh, the pullback that occurred before. Or what I do for my student that have small equity, I use 15 or 20 pips as a stop loss. Then target 1:2 or 1:3. Even with a trailing stop loss, you can make more than that, because that is what I love doing. I put a trailing stop loss following the market. You can see what happened here. The same thing. The same thing. When the market pulled back, I wait for market to cross above, and I place my stop loss here and see what the market is doing. See how the market is putting you in deep profit. The same thing will happen here. The market will fall below, cross above. You place it here. That is what will be happening. So this thing happens almost all the time. But before you do all these things, you must know the trend of the market at the higher time frame. If the market is uptrend at the higher time frame, the market must be uptrend at the lower time frame. Just like if the market is above the pink indicator here and the 90 indicator at the higher time frame, the market must be the same thing at the lower time frame. That is how I use this in making money. Buy your market hits below it. That is how I use this thing all the time, and I've been making money. Now, the same thing applies to the downtrend. The same thing applies. All you have to do is wait for the market. But before you do this thing, I've told you before, you have to go to the higher time frame of the 4 hours. Sometimes I use the 1 hour to know where the market is. If the market is uptrend or the market is downtrend. So if the market is downtrend, you have to go, like, let it align with what the higher time frame is saying. So when the market is below uh, the pink indicator and the blue indicator at the higher time frame, what you have to do is to wait for this retrace, just like this. This was a retracement here, a pullback. This was a pullback. After the pullback, the market will cross immediately. The market strikes down below and closes like this. What you have to do is to enter your trade from here and place your stop loss above. Place your stop loss above. That is what all you have to do, or you target it as like I said, I use 15 pips sometimes, 15 pips or 20 pips, 15 or 20 pips, putting it above, and target 1:2. That is how I do this stuff. That's how I use it to make money. It happens a lot. You just have to wait for market to have that retracement, because you cannot enter at anywhere. That is the problem of some traders. Immediately it crosses are below, you enter your trade from here. You enter your trade from here, placing your stop loss above. This above, and you see what is happening. So that is how I use this entry pattern of the EMA in making a lot of money. So you can do the same as well if I can do it, because I've showed you the video of how I use it on the uh, currency market. Because after I teach about this entry pattern, I'll be taking real life trade where we'll be seeing how I'm using these things to make money. So after I've made the teach you about how I use the entry pattern of the Bollinger Band, the price action, and after this one as well, I'll show you how I use this in a real life trade. So I don't think that this is a scam something, or this is just a history, because when we teach using the history pattern, it looks as if the market looks very simple. So we'll be going on live to show you how this thing works. So just subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow up and see how I use other entry of the Bollinger Band, the price action in making money. So thanks for watching.